Students of class 12, today we will talk about foreign exchange rate. Foreign exchange rate from macroeconomics part. This foreign exchange rate may be of two types: fixed rate of exchange and flexible rate of exchange. The first, we will know what is actually meant by foreign exchange rate. When two different countries are trading or having transactions, international transactions, then it is essential to know what should be the foreign exchange rate, or in other words, what should be the price of foreign exchange in terms of domestic currency. Also, you may say it is the amount of domestic currency to be sacrificed against one unit of foreign currency. This is foreign exchange rate. Suppose foreign currency is dollar. So how much rupee to be paid against $1 is the exchange rate of dollar. This exchange rate may be determined by market mechanism. If it is determined by market mechanism, we say it is flexible rate of exchange. And if it is determined by the central government or the planning authority, not depending on market mechanism, it is called fixed rate of exchange. First, we will consider how fixed rate of exchange is determined. Fixed rate of exchange is determined on the basis of gold standard, generally on the basis of gold standard. Take an example to understand it better. How rate of exchange is fixed up on the basis of gold standard. Suppose we are considering the exchange ratio between dollar and rupees, and it has been observed that 1 gram gold is equal to 1 gram gold is available with $50. Suppose we are considering the price of gold in USA, their currency is dollar, and it has been observed that to purchase 1 gram gold, $50 to be sacrificed. Now what is happening in India? Indian currency is rupee. We do observe that 1 gram gold is equal to rupees 3500. This is the price of gold in terms of rupees. So $50 will give you 1 gram gold, and also rupees 3500 gives you 1 gram gold in India, where rupee is the currency. So observing these equations, we can write $50 is equal to rupees 3500, because both of them will give you 1 gram gold. So we can write $50 is equal to rupees 3500. So $1 is equal to rupees 3500 divided by 50 is equal to 70. So we are getting, on the basis of gold standard, $1 is equal to rupees 70. So we are getting an exchange rate on the basis of gold standard, and this is fixed exchange rate system. In our example, against $1, we have to sacrifice rupees 70. Now, we will consider flexible rate of exchange. Flexible rate of exchange is absolutely determined by market mechanism. Like the price of a commodity, it is also determined by the interaction between demand for foreign currency and supply of foreign currency. Suppose in horizontal axis we are measuring demand for or supply of foreign currency. DF for demand for foreign currency, SF means supply of foreign currency. And in vertical axis we are measuring rate of exchange. This is demand curve, demand for foreign currency, downward sloping. Generally demand curve is having this shape, and supply curve, upward moving, supply of foreign currency. If rate of exchange is higher, supply of foreign currency will also increase, and vice versa. In case of demand for foreign currency, if price of foreign currency is high, then demand for foreign currency will be low, and vice versa. Because of inverse relation, it is downward sloping. So this is the point of intersection, point of equality between demand for and supply of foreign currency. Corresponding to that, suppose OP is the equilibrium rate of exchange determined by market mechanism. So this rate of exchange, when determined by interaction between demand and supply, there is every possibility of fluctuation, because in international market always there is change in demand for and supply of foreign currency. When demand for and supply of foreign currencies are changing, along with that, rate of exchange will also change. And that has some implication. Suppose for some reason demand for foreign currency has been increased, and there will be a forward shifting of the demand curve. New equilibrium point here. Corresponding to that, we are getting higher rate of exchange, OP1. What does it mean? That means now more rupees are to be, if we are considering the exchange rate between dollar and rupee. So it is exchange rate means how much rupee to be sacrificed against $1. Initially it was OP, now it has been increased to OP1 because of increase in demand for foreign currency. So it is happening in international market. If there is change in demand supply condition, exchange rate will also be higher. What does it mean? Exchange rate higher means we are to sacrifice more rupees against $1. Or in other words, purchasing power of rupee has been declined. This is called depreciation of value of domestic currency. So always keep in mind, higher foreign exchange rate implies depreciation of value of domestic currency. Similarly, if rate of exchange, foreign exchange rate is falling, is lower, that means value of domestic currency has been increased. Fall in foreign exchange rate means lesser rupee had to be paid against dollar. So purchasing power of domestic currency, rupees, has been increased. It is called appreciation of domestic currency. Everything is determined by market mechanism. No, it is not administered or fixed up by the government. What is the merit and demerit of fixed exchange rate system? And what is merit and demerit of flexible rate of exchange? If we consider fixed rate of exchange, main merit of fixed rate of exchange is that as because foreign exchange rate is fixed for an indefinite period, then there is a stability in trade and commerce in international market. Those who are investing in international market, their anticipation regarding return of their investment will not fluctuate. A stability will be maintained, and that will encourage the businessmen in international market. This is merit. But when it is administered by the government, fixed up by the government of a country or the planning authority, every possibility of overvaluation of or undervaluation is there. If this is very much overvaluation or very much undervaluation of the foreign exchange rate, that may lose faith in international market, and that may cause inflationary condition or deflationary condition in the economy. If there is overvaluation in fixed exchange rate system, overvaluation of foreign exchange rate, that means devaluation of domestic currency. Devaluation of domestic currency may cause inflationary condition. This is the demerit of fixed exchange rate. But here, that possibility of overvaluation or undervaluation is ruled out. We are getting the exact value of foreign currency. No question of manipulation, overvaluation or undervaluation. But the demerit is that as because it is depending on market mechanism, always there is a possibility of fluctuation, even abrupt fluctuation. Fluctuation means foreign exchange rate may increase or decrease, and that will cause business risk in international market. When rate of exchange is changing, there is a possibility of unfavorable, that rate of exchange may go against the favor of a particular country. So this is associated with risk. Stability in business and commerce is not ensured here. And also, as because there is price, exchange rate is falling, declining or sometimes increasing, always there is a possibility of fluctuations. Speculative activity regarding foreign currency may increase in international market, and this speculative activity may distort the international market condition. So this is all about fixed exchange rate and flexible exchange rate. At last, I must mention about another system of determining foreign exchange rate. That is called managed floating system. One is fixed exchange rate, another is flexible exchange rate, and managed floating is the mixture of these two, or it is a hybrid system. Fixed exchange rate and flexible exchange rate both are in mixed form here. Actually, in managed floating system, fluctuation of foreign exchange rate according to market mechanism is allowed in a limited range. Within a very limited range, fluctuation as per market condition is allowed. But there is an extreme upper limit fixed by the government, an extreme lower limit fixed by the government. Exchange rate will not be allowed to go beyond that. So within a limited range, it is according to flexible rate of exchange determined by market mechanism, but there is a limit, upper limit and lower limit fixed by the government. So it is a mixture of fixed rate of system or flexible rate of system. Managed floating system is a hybrid system of determining foreign exchange rate. This much today. Thank you all.